Hello all you pixies, imps, and other fine faith folk. It is me, Michelle, the Hobby Hobbit. This is a channel where we like to play with all kinds of different artsy craftsy things, but we are master of none. Currently we are working through junk journals and working on our junk journaling thing. I'm probably this weekend going to throw up some adult coloring video. I don't want to get burnt out on junk journaling, especially since I've just found this and I really enjoy it. What we'll do now is I think we're going to start working on maybe trying to do some pockets and things for our journal, and we'll go from there and see where it takes us. What do you guys think? Yes, no? If you like the video, I would love it if you would consider giving me a thumbs up and subscribing. I am trying to grow my channel, and to do so I definitely need you guys. So what I'm thinking is for pockets in this junk journal, I've gotten a bunch of miscellaneous little pages of things. Some of them I don't necessarily want to like hoard or hold on to, so I thought we could look at those and maybe see where the pockets take us. Okay, those are definitely not. Also, I have some of these pretty papers that we could, but they don't really match up with that blue that I'm wanting to use. I'm wanting to keep that blue theme going. So if I can't use blue, then I think I want to keep the vintage look going. That might. It's a different kind of flower though. That might work. Maybe not. We'll see. Alright, so what I'm thinking about doing is kind of the same of what I have been doing with some of the stuff, is backing this onto some pages and making some simple pockets, and then we can go into looking at making some of the more difficult estranged, where did that come from? Some of the more difficult ones, perhaps the library card one, that kind of thing. Let's start with backing these. And I've been known to use a doily as a little pocket. That's why I have some that are cut in half, and you just very gently tuck in. All right. So let's just kind of go through and see what we want to use. We're going to back it onto some paper. Now, what I could do, because I am wanting to throw some more blue into it, what if I backed it onto this, and then they could write on the blue side? Maybe we could just make some of the, you know what, maybe we'll make a library card pocket out of this to throw that blue in there. Why is that not? It's sticking. I want that blue to show. That's why I'm kind of saying, well, maybe not, because these pockets will be on the one side. Why back them on the side where you can't see them? Okay, we can throw that in there. One of those. And maybe one of these. And again, if I don't use these for this journal, there's always the next one. Is there anything bluey in here? There is not, but there's more of this stuff. I mean, this is something that I got off of Amazon that was supposed to be aged, or maybe I got it off of AliExpress. It's supposed to be aged and burnt, and this is, I mean, it is what it is. We're gonna decorate them anyway, so I'm not really too worried about it. Okay, that's enough for this. Let's go ahead and get out the glue stick. You know how much I love this glue stick. If you can't sense my sarcasm, let me tell you, that was sarcasm. There's nothing against it. This would be great for children. It would be absolutely perfect for children for their art supplies and things, but for someone that wants something to last, it's not the greatest. So I'm not really thrilled with it in that sense, but by the same token, I did purchase it not knowing if this was something that I wanted to continue doing, as well as whether or not these would be good. I didn't know if they would be good. So I did buy a pack in bulk because I thought, well, if I do like it, I don't want to have to run down to the store the next day. So I bought in bulk. And in case you're wondering, what I'm gluing onto is a laminated sheet. It's actually a sheet I used for my D&D game, and realized that I needed some of this stuff to, well, I made a whole bunch of them. Some of it I have to actually use pencil for, so I'm not wasting my sheets and I'm not wasting pages or paper. I'm simply just wasting baby wipes, but they're biodegradable and they're, you know, flushable. Yeah. I might try what I've seen other people do where they glue into pages of a book and then they can use that because they'll stick one page to the other page, and then they've got a two-sided double stuck stiffer page to work with for ephemera and things. So I may very well do that at some point. But again, I don't have very many books either, so I'm trying to build up my stash, but use it and not hoard it, if that makes any sense. Because some of these I'm like, oh, they're too pretty to use. Oh, look. And I've always had this thing for paper and pencils and pens. So this hobby is so right up my alley. Like, I've been known to put like a bag of potato chips away so I could pick up a new pad of paper because it was just a pretty pad of paper, or it had a pretty cover, or, you know, I walk by and I'm like, oh, I want that. So I have been known to put groceries away so I could pick up that tore, but you know what? It's okay because it's a torn page anyways. It's fine. Other than sticking to me. Excuse me. I'm going to take a sip of water. I'm so sorry about that. I've got still a bit of a lingering cough from when I had COVID. So where was I? Oh, paper. Yeah, so I've always loved pencils, paper, pens. I'm a sucker for a new pen and went really crazy over fountain pens not too long ago. Love them. Although they're a pain in the butt when you haven't used them for a while because the ink will kind of dry up and then you've got to clean the whole thing out and redo the ink cartridge. And then they'll dry out again unless you use them every day. It's almost more trouble than it's worth. And I like the super, super fine tipped ones. I just like the way they write super fine. I don't like a big blotch of ink on them. It just feels neater and tidier, if it were a way to say that when it comes to ink pens. Oh, also, I got these today. Some brown alcohol inks that I thought, since we tried doing this and aging up pages, I thought, I wonder what alcohol inks will do in with alcohol. So I bought some of these. They were really inexpensive. There's 3 or 4 different colors, so I thought I'd try them out at some point with you guys so we can do a little test and see how it goes. Maybe try some with a little, well, I don't want to waste the ink, but you know what I'm saying. Oh, I should have inked those, speaking of ink. That tells you how new I am. How many of you were yelling at me going, no, you need to ink that. You need to make it grungy. Let's grunge it up. Grunge it up. Let's grunge it up. Okay, yeah, that's definitely not going to fit there. Excuse me. Let's get our slicer. I guess that's what I'm going to call this tool, a slicer, since I don't know the proper term. Paper cutter? It doesn't feel like a paper cutter. A paper cutter to me is like the guillotine ones. Okay. Put that with our... Oh, I've got my extras over here. Excuse me, I have still got this little frog in my throat from when I coughed. And I don't want to cough too much on camera, so if I start to feel like I'm getting a coughing fit, I will most definitely put you guys on pause so I can get myself all settled down again. Now this is starting out very much like the tags we did yesterday. So we'll just kind of continue on because I feel like that was a huge success for me. I was really, really happy with the way they came out. I can't even begin to tell you how happy I was with the way those came out. Other than to tell you I was really happy with the way they came out. Can you tell I was happy? Okay, let's get this a little bit closer. And again, this stuff is going to go in with my summer project. I'm going to try to make paper. Gonna try. Let me know what you think about being up this way instead of over that way. Do you like it? Do you like being able to see more of my workspace, or does seeing all the mess that I'm starting to have start to throw you into some fits and anxieties for not having a clean space? But I saw someone said, like, just basically, I mean, crafting is messy work. It really is. Especially if you're just, and it's all about the fun of it, you guys. It's relaxing. It's fun. It lets your creative side out to play. I can't tell you, like, I've had a very, very stressful year. My whole family has. It's just been a horrible year for us. And doing this has just, it's relaxing and it takes your mind off of things. Other than, I mean, and then you get to focus on things like, okay, well, what color do I want to put on here? What decorations? So you're not focusing on your worries, your problems, your stresses. You're not worrying about your job and the finances and car payment coming out. You're just worrying about, I know I just said car payment coming out when I said I just spent all this money, but I'm just giving examples of things you might worry about. What's for dinner? That kind of thing. Mr. Marvel Man is shaking his head. I think I'm going to have to get him into the vet. And he is terrified of car rides. He wants to go, but he's scared of them. So I'm going to have to deal with that. Get him over. Get some medicine for his little earsies. I tried cleaning them out and he wasn't a fan of that. He did not like Mommy touching those ears at all. He was a good boy. He let me. But he tried to walk away from me a couple times. And I had to say, no, come back over here, baby. It's okay. And tell him what a good boy he is, because he is the goodest boy. He was a good boy. And him Mommy loves him. Even if him is a turd sometimes. Man, I've got this frog in my throat. I am so sorry, you guys. Now that looks like it's crooked, but that's going to be okay because it's a torn page anyways. I'm not going to worry about it too much. Excuse me. If I feel the need to do that again, I'm going to put you on pause and clear my throat and come back to you again. I don't want you to listen to me constantly clear my throat. That's just not right. Okay. And see, I think these are just about the right for just a generic pocket size. Because you can glue it down and then pop them in. And the thing is now I might be able to score with my scoreboard if I wanted to make them just a tiny bit smaller and make them, what's the word? I don't know what the word is. I've only heard it a couple times, but there's a way to make it so that they're out, and then there's more room in the pockets for stuff to go in. So we might do that with a couple of these. Let's go ahead and get the scoreboard out now. I'm hoping that the more I say it, the more I'll remember what it is. Kind of like with the ephemera. I couldn't remember that word for nothing. Hold on. Hello. Okay, I'm back. Throat is cleared. Scoreboard is out. I've also, yeah, you can see over here, gotten out some more. This is some ephemera or little bits and bobs and things that I keep in these wonderful colored little containers. I got them at one of the hobby stores. Can't remember which one. I've seen them in all of the biggies. So what we're going to do is we're going to score this. I probably didn't need to open this all the way out, but for the sake of this, I am opening it all the way out because I don't want to break this just in case. So this is, let's start over here on the 0 line. In total, this is about 3 5/8. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do 3/8 scoring all the way around. I reckon that will give us a good, when I say 3/8, it's because I'm doing 3 little notches. I reckon that'll give us a good little line. Yeah, that'll be good. Okay, so that's 1, 2, 1. Actually, let's do it. I'm just gonna flip it around and do it this way because I don't want to mess up. And what did I say? I said 3 little lips. 1, 2, this makes 3. 1, 2, this makes 3. Come on. Why do you keep one? Why are you doing that? Okay. And then we'll decide which side we want up, which side we want down. Doesn't really matter. I'm gonna get where I'm more comfortable now. Hopefully I'm not blinding or you guys are in the way too much where you can see where I'm doing. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, and this, yeah, see, that went all kinds of way off. So now we're gonna get, I've lost the tip to those. Good to know. So what I've seen everybody do is you just kind of cut down at an angle so that when you fold it over you don't see those squares and have them hanging off. And then you cut down at an angle and just kind of do that. So we're gonna go, I'm gonna do it on the other side of this. Up and up. Let me make sure that that's a little bit more. There we go. Get these pieces out. Throw them over there. Okay. Let's try it again with another one. I'm going to do this where I can see. So we're going to count that as 1, 2, 3. Good enough for me. 1, 2, 3. Good enough for me. 1, 2, 3. Good enough for me. There we go. Can you see that a little better? So now we're going to cut that off and that off, and then cut there, and then down, and then up here and up. What I'm doing is I'm getting rid of the bump when I'm cutting on this side. So we've got 6 of these, so we'll do 3 with scores, 3 without. And then we will grunge them up, and then we will decorate them. 1, 2, 3. Good enough for me. 1, 2, 3. And 1, 2, 3. Okay. Put my little scoreboard knife thingy up. Put this over here. And then we're going to cut that and that. I'm going to set this over here where I'm not going to stab myself. Those scissors are super sharp. Alright, so then all we do is we fold, get our little bone folder. Fold. 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 The reason why I'm going to say this is the reason when really it was a happy accident. The reason why I didn't do all the way around the edges is you're not going to see this part, so I really only need to grunge this area and the top. This was completely by accident. I completely forgot that I was going to grunge them. So that's on me. So let's go ahead and get these folded and scored, or not scored, folded and burnished in, marked, stressed, strengthened. I promise you I cleared my throat. Okay. Now let's grunge. We're gonna grunge it up. We're gonna grunge it up. But what I'm going to do is I am not going to use vintage photo this time. I want to go back to my ground espresso because these are really dark, so I want to have that kind of all blend in. And yes, I like using my brush, but this is just as good for small little. I want to do a black and white journal where it's going to be in shades of black, white, and gray. I've got paper picked out for that. I just need to figure out what theme I want to do. But that's what I want to do. And I also want to do an Alice in Wonderland one. And I just don't want Julie at Camellia Craft Designs to think I'm copying her, because I won't be, but I do want to use the same pad. But I want to bring in some other stuff that I've found online. And obviously it's not going to be up to her par, because she is, wow. She's amazing at putting together journals. And she's so entertaining to listen to and talk to. Like, I feel like we could be friends in real life because she reminds me so much of the stuff that I do. Like, I'm always, oh, come on, woman. And she does the same thing. So I'm trying not to do that on here. I'm trying to be conscious of, you know, hey, I don't want to mimic anyone else or have anyone else think that I'm blatantly copying them when that is not my intention. Again, I just want us all to learn together, have fun, get to know each other as a little community. I've said this in the last 2 or 3 videos that when I finally reach, if I reach 100 subscribers, I am going to do a giveaway for 2 of the Tim Holtz ink pads, not used by me. I know, it's disappointing because you won't have my touch all over it, but not going to have them used by me. And then I think if I'm so lucky as to get 500, I'll do the same thing again. And then at 1,000, 1,500, 2,000, and so on. If my channel grows that much, it would be a miracle. I would be honored and flattered. I don't expect this channel to gain much weight or grandiose. It's just a teeny tiny little channel, and that's okay. It's just my way of getting me out there and the mistakes that I make and my weird, odd, unique sense of humor. And I'm not even singing my grungy song. We gotta grunge it up. We gotta grunge it up. We gotta grunge, grunge. We gotta grunge it up. Grunge, 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 grunge it up. That would be the reason why I'm not getting subscribers, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so what we're going to do now is do some decorations. I want to try to remember to add some of that gold washi onto these. I just want like a little strip here and there just to bring in that gold, not overwhelm everything, just a little touch of bling. Grunge, 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 grunge. But we will decorate them up and set them aside in our little pile that we're gathering for ephemera. Specifically for this journal, because we're making it with this journal in mind. At least that's what we're telling ourselves, right? Yes. Yes, it is. That's exactly what we're telling ourselves. Could you even hear my whisper? I don't know. I'm curious now as to whether you could. I think I'm going to move these. I want these to be in front. You can't see what I'm doing, but I'm moving my daubers so I can reach them more easily. I've still got stuff here because I'm trying to get shelves up in here, but the shelves require the use of a drill, and I'm not a good drill person. I'm not good with electric tools and equipment. I tend to blow it up and destroy it without meaning to. So I definitely need supervision. And my brother can't do it right now because he's torn something in his arm or his shoulder, and so I'm waiting for him to be able to at least be with me and show me how to do this, because these shelves, they're great shelves, but they want me to drill into the shelf themselves and then into the wall, and that's kind of scary. I have that, yeah, that's scary. Anyways, let's go ahead and let's see what we want to do. I'm just looking for anything that might have a little bit of blue. I think these are going to be more green. That might be fun, though. Kind of romantic. We'll see. I don't want the pure tag shapes. I know that. That's not what I'm kind of going for right now. These ladies, oof. I don't know if they're gonna fit. She might. Yeah, she might, for sure. We could do a sideways pocket. Okay, I'm gonna put her up. Let's see her flutterbys here. Oh wait, there's something blue there. But that's a tag shape, and I don't want, that's not though. Okay. Not necessarily blue. Ooh, there we go. That's the one we're using for the flutterby. Not do anything flower wise because it does have flowers in it, so no, I'm not going to do anything with the flowers today. Oh, come on. See there, about said you silly woman. Okay, that can go up because I know I'm not going to do that. Little fairies here, and then I have some other little fairies too that we could use. Is there anything tag shape though? Okay, the ones that I want, there we go. But he's got flowers. Maybe. I know I'm not going to use this because those are green. Those are all greenery. I'm not going to put that one up because I'm not sure about him yet. This one can go up. That one can go up, and I'm pretty sure we're going to use that umbrella. Alright, let's look through here. We have some pretty ladies. Let's see if we can have any. This was, I don't know where I got this. Like I said, I've been doing all kinds of mad crazy ordering, trying to stock stuff up. I'm not sure if this was an AliExpress or an Amazon order. Don't think she's quite right. Ooh, I like her though. Yep. Thank you, miss. Let's see. I don't want a brewery one. These have got gold in them though. Oh, we're gonna look at those. Okay, so I think we're gonna be done with the ladies. Let's look at these. Oh my gosh. These have all got mixed in together. That's what's messing me up. Guess that just means I need some more decoration jars, huh? Why, yes you do, Hobby Hobbit. You need to have them all over your desk so you know what's in everything. No guessing, no wondering. Alright, these are pretty. I might actually put these in with my real stamps. I mean, they're stamp shaped, they're They're clearly stickers though. I see blue. That's not quite the blue we're wanting though. Okay, what I'm more after are these golden ones. Let's look at these and see if there's anything we want. There's a France, the brewery. That might work pretty well. We're looking for 2 more. We've got 6 pockets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, 1 more. US, the brewery again. Oh, come on. France, brewery, the White House. Okay. I think that's what we're going to do. I don't see any others that are immediately grabbing my attention. And it's got a little bit of the gold foil on it, which is what I want. They're not all the same size. Again, that's something I want. Yeah, okay. So we're going to decorate them. We know with that as the focal point. Now we just need to find some little bits to accent them if we decide they need them. Now I'm wondering if this lady is the right choice in purple, but we're gonna go with it. We've chose it. Let's not fret about. Though there is another set of ladies down here. Oh, yeah. Okay. I like her too. Oh, that's the one. That's the one. Missy's going back. That's the one. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right. So we'll use our corner rounder. On these to get some little rounded corners. Get out of there. Sticker, so I don't think it likes the sticker. Okay, come on. Let's do this. Really? Okay, where did I put the scissors so I wasn't going to cut myself and stab myself with them? These are just some really cheap ones I got. I thought, I explained the other day, I did a bunch of cutting and thought these were the soft jelly handles. Instead, they're like the old jelly shoes. They're clear plastic, I guess. I don't know what they're made of. Acrylic. So yeah, there, that one went. Let's round these corners too. Huh. Okay, note to self, do it this way. I have the worst trouble with hole punches. I'm punching stuff at work and out for a 3-ring binder, and that stuff just sticks to all the time. I think one of the holes has moved slightly, and so it's constantly sticking on me as well. It's kind of irritating, but I guess it is what it is, right? It's probably pretty old. And I can't tell you how many of my nails I've tore up trying to dig them out of that little bitty hole. I did find that when they get stuck and there's a bunch of the little paper chads, as they're called, stuck in the hole punch, a paper clip unwound, you can stick it and they just basically pop out like little tiddlywinks. So that was pretty cool. I also found out that just because the bottom is on those 3-ring punches doesn't mean that there's not little spots where those stinking things can all slide out at once all over your floor after you've just swept. So bear that in mind. No, I'm not bitter about it. It was just like, are you kidding me? Really? I just swept. Just swept. I'm rubbing my hands together because I got this bit of sticker on me, this washi. I can feel it. I'm not going to worry too much about these. I'll clear those up after the camera's off. We turn it. Excuse me again. All right. So we have 6 focal points. We're not going to use you, Mr. Fairies. Fairy boy. Mr. Bluebell. All right. So we're going to do 1, 2, do I have any that I can do 3? We could have one on this side. Okay. That's upside down for sure. That's one we can have that way. All right, so 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we've got 5 and 6. Yeah? Yeah. All right. Let's, now I have little, oh, there's more stamp things. Nope, we've had enough stampies. All right. Let's look at little tickets, because I have little tickets, and see if we think any of those might work. You know, I think that might work with her. What do you think? It's got the same kind of pink. A little faded green there. Yeah, we're going to do that. Okay, now the chest piece. Looky, hey, look. We could throw him in again, but this time as a... Why don't we do that? What do you think? Throw him in with the butterfly? Like that, maybe? I can hear some of you yelling, no, no. And I think this one will be with our couple. Let's do just a simple blue background for that one. this one here. The stamps I'm having trouble with, I'm not going to lie about that. I'm having a bit of a problem with the stamps. What to pair with them. So let's stick away from these for a minute. And let's bring out some Mr. Holtz and see. Like maybe we could do that. No. What is that? That's Notre Dame La Poste France. It's a shame I don't have. We could do a little birdie. Ooh, and we could do, look, post office. And maybe a little birdie. But do we want that birdie? Nope, that's not going to work. I feel like this needs a black and white image of some sort. Because there's so much color going on already. I feel like it needs a black and white image of some sort. Or there we go. Natural History Store with the Eiffel Tower. Yeah, let's rock that. Now, let's look at labels. We have little bitties. We have medium size. And then we have the wordy ones. Does that say Paris? No, it says part. Alright, so I think like maybe we could do, since this has contents, we could do the volume 2, page 9. We could put just this little bitty red one there. Let's put this one here. I'm trying to bring more of that pink to stand to the front, and that green. So even though that's red, hopefully that'll bring some more of the pink up front. Now I want something there. That's what I want for this one. I want that to go with her dress. That will pop. And now this guy right here, we need some sort of color. We need a flash of color. And I don't feel like these are bright enough for it. No, those aren't bright enough. We need something from in here. I don't necessarily want that color. I'd rather have pink. And you'll never hear me say I'd rather have pink. Very well, I guess I just did, but not very often anyways would you hear me say that. Because pink is just not one of the colors that I prefer. I'm someone who likes blues. Alright, do we have, no, this needs a little something, something. Natural. Well, that's definitely a foreign language. Yeah, I can dig it. Alright. So, I have no idea how long this film or this video is. This is the second video I've filmed tonight. So what I'm going to do is I think I'm going to pause here for now. We will come into, whoops, those don't go there. We will come back tomorrow and continue on with making these. And then once we're done making them, we might look at seeing the pages to see if we need to cut anything, putting them in the order that we want, and then maybe start putting some of the stuff together. What do you guys think about that? And then we can move on to a completely different subject, maybe make a different journal and see if we can improve on our ephemera and our making of the journal. That's the goal anyways. Okay, until we talk again, mwah, bye.